Guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and I welcome you to my channel. I welcome you to all my videos. I hope that you guys find them useful and you're able to improve yourself through them. I hope that you're able to make yourself the best version of yourself as much as possible, self-actualize yourself. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about how INFJs are really good at communication. It's actually surprising sometimes when you think about it, because really, when you think about INFJs, you're like, think to yourself, oh my god, I don't know what I'm talking about, and you get too excited and you get intense, and sometimes people are like, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Are you high? And so sometimes you feel like we're not good at communicating, but we're really good at writing. All INFJs I know are writers, all of them. I mean, every single INFJ I've spoken to has sent me a piece of writing that they have not shared with the world, that they'll never share with the world, that they're so scared of sharing with the world, that they send to me to read. And I'm so grateful that they are trusting me with that. But I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, please, you are a good writer. Please share it with the world. The world needs to see this stuff. The world needs this kind of amazing writing. And of course, they're always like, well, I'm afraid, and this is what they say, I'm afraid that the world is going to read my writing, and take a distorted meaning out of it. And they're not going to understand what I was trying to put forth with my writing. And that's actually one of our main fears with anything that we do. Anything. I mean, even with these videos, I'm always clarifying myself. You know, the reason I'm doing these videos is because of blah, blah, blah. Because I'm always afraid that people are going to be like, oh, you're just doing it because you're an egotistical INFJ, or you're a narcissistic INFJ, or you just want to see your face on video, or la. I mean, partly I like it. I like being on video because I can see myself, I can see my expressions. That's why I like videos more than I like writing, because you guys can see how I feel and you can see my intensity and all that. But mostly it's because I want to get my message out there to younger INFJs. And I'm always clarifying for you guys, this is the reason I'm doing it. Because as an INFJ, we're always afraid that what we do is going to be put out in the world, and the world is going to take a distorted meaning out of it, are going to ruin what we actually wanted to put out there, and change it into something, convoluted into something that's not really what we wanted it to mean, right? And so, for example, a very basic example, if we're making a painting of an elephant who misses his mother, then we put it out there, and the people look at it and think of it as a lunar eclipse, or look at it and think that it's a mango. I'm just making up stuff here. Then we're going to think, oh my god, but it's an elephant that misses its mother. How can you be so stupid? How can you not see this? And so that kind of really scares us, because that means that what we put out there is not going to have the true purpose. It's not going to live up to its true purpose as we intended it to, right? We're always afraid of that. Same thing with our writing, same thing with our painting, same thing with anything creative that we do in the world. I'm always making sure that people understand why I do things. Now, I used to do that a lot in the past. Now I have a hard time doing that, because I know, as I've put myself out there over and over again, that everyone is going to look at it in a completely different way, and that is all right. That's absolutely all right, because my eyes, my retina, my cones and rods in my eyes, my mind, my neural network, my life experiences are going to taint the way I look at something, right? So if I look at this bottle, it's a bottle to someone that's looking at it, and someone else might think of it as a weapon, or someone else might think of it as, a smell. Everyone's going to look at this one thing and have a completely different interpretation of it, because they're looking at it from their own life experiences, their own physical structure. All of their different things are going to taint it. They're going to change it, right? And so I really want you guys to realize that there's no way in hell the same person is going to read, or different people are going to read the same writing, the same piece of writing, and get something similar out of it. There's no way. That's never going to happen. And so if you're afraid of distorted meanings, then you really have to get over it as soon as possible, because that means that you're going to keep yourself or hold yourself back from sharing stuff. And when you're writing, and you're such a great writer, because I think most INFJs are really good at communicating using writing, if you're going to be so good at it, it's your prerogative. It is a demand that you should put yourself out there. The world demands it. There are so many crappy writers out there, so it's necessary that as an INFJ, you put yourself out there. You put your writing out there, right? And so I'm always telling these people, don't worry about the meanings that people are going to place on your work, because it's an inevitability that they're going to interpret it differently from what you wanted to put out there. It's absolutely inevitable, and there's no way to control that. There's no way to change that at all, because everyone's going to look at it from their own lens and their own perspective and their own way of looking at it, their own kaleidoscope, right? And so your way of looking at it, what you wanted to come across, is probably not what's going to come across. It just won't. It just won't, right? And so as long as you start accepting that, you can start putting yourself out there. And it's my greatest desire to make sure that as many INFJs as possible put their work out there. There's so many people who message me all the time saying, I've been writing this novel for years now, and I have a hard drive full of stories that I have, or poems, or things that I've done, but I've never shared it. And I think to myself, what a waste. What a waste. All that beautiful writing, all those beautiful poems, all that emotion, all that feeling, all that stuff, just sitting there in a dead hard drive, not being shared with the world, not being given out to the world as a gift. Because this is our gift to the world. Our writing, as an INFJ, I think, is our gift to the world. We are always very good at communicating with writing, and I know that whenever I put my writing out there, people always appreciate it. It doesn't matter what interpretation they take of it. I know that I used to be afraid of that, but now I don't care anymore, because I know that whatever interpretation they take out of it is what they need in the moment. That is what they need to hear. That's what they need to listen to. That's what they need to read. And it's going to help them in the way that's best for them. And that's why I'm putting my writing out there. It's not because they need to learn exactly what I wanted them to learn. It's because they're learning from my writing or from my videos what they need in the moment, right? And you guys will comment on some of these videos as well, and you'll comment on something related to yoga, and you'll put something completely different spin on it, and that's what you get out of it. And I think to myself, wow, how did you even get there? But I'm not afraid of it anymore, because I understand that that's what you needed to hear. That's what you needed the video to be for you. And so that's fine with me. Whatever comes across to you, that's all right. Because as long as it's helping you in some way, shape, or form, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Same thing with our writing. If someone reads my writing and they get something completely different out of it, I think to myself, wow, how did you even get that out of that? Doesn't matter, because that's what they needed to hear. That's what they needed in the moment, and they got it out of my writing, and I'm so grateful for that, right? So I want you guys to really stop worrying about this stuff and really start putting your writing out there. It's so important that all of those amazing writings, all those different beautiful poems and stories and things that you are writing get out there in the real world. I really think it would change the world entirely if all of those INFJs that have been hiding their writing in their computers or in their hard drives, if they just put them out there, I think that the landscape of this world, the landscape of this entire universe will completely change, because all of this beautiful stuff is going to be out in the world rather than hiding in those dark, dead hard drives. I hate that. Just the thought of it makes me angry. So hopefully I will convince at least one or two of you to start sharing your writing a little bit more. Share it on Medium, share it on Fiction Press, share it on Facebook, share it as a note on Facebook, share it on a blog, share it anywhere. It doesn't really matter where you share it, as long as you put it out there. Please, please do. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Again, please, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm always here to answer your questions, always here to help you. I'm always here to hopefully help you with anything that I can. If I can't, then I'll let you know, but at least I will always reply, and so hopefully that helps a little bit. Again, if you guys have any questions, my contact information is in the description below, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.